Today I am joined by two prominent Polish YouTube stars. Dakann, famous for his Piątek the Series and Punky channel, and Artur Filipowicz, a guy who can efficiently count to 10. So, I understand that you guys have recently made your premiere visit to Hollywood, California.
Yeah, we're so impressed by Donald Trump's speech in Poland that we just had to go. That's like, this country is great again, right?
Well, I've seen a lot of photographs of you guys from fan meetups, and on your better days in Poland, you kind of are something similar to the Beatles, with the youth.
I wish.
What was it like to, after all these years, being a public person, go to a country where actually not as many people, if any, knew who you were?
Okay, jokes aside about Trump, because I'm gonna get some hate in the comments. I think it's still being someone different. Okay, maybe we are not recognized because we are doing what we are doing, but when we were stopping in some cafes, there were still people asking where we're from because they understood that we have accent.
For me, it was pretty nice experience. I mean, no kids chasing me around and stuff like that. I never thought about it before, but after 2-3 days, when I see some kids, I was wondering if they know me. No, that's impossible. that's quite nice, you know? It's like vacation from fame.
So most people actually go to Hollywood to chase fame. It's a bit of a strange concept that you ended up there to have a vacation from it.
Yeah.
In fact, was there any part of you that thought, maybe I could move here and make it big on the international scale?
For me, not really, because you can see that the scale is so much higher and bigger that you really have to be lucky and really have to be in the business to really make it in Hollywood.
Personally, I think you can make a career in every country as long as you know the language and you are, patient and hardworking. But States was weird, funny, but it's not for me. Absolutely.
Why is that?
Many reasons. I mean, I don't really like people, generally speaking.
I've noticed.
Yes, and everyone in the States is friendly, very friendly. They're smiling, they're asking a lot of questions, and the small talk is everywhere. The first 2-3 days was like, oh nice, Americans are so nice, but after 5-6 days was like, Jesus Christ, they don't really care, just small talk.
What was it like to land in Omaha, Nebraska, for you, Grzegorz, as your premier location in America?
Everything is bigger there. Everything. I mean, not only people are bigger, but everything, especially in Texas and Arizona, everything is much bigger. And the nature is even bigger. I mean, on the horizon, there's no trees, no anything. And when you look at this landscape, it's breathtaking.
That's actually one of the things that I love about my country.
Yeah.
If we take a step back and elaborate on the people being bigger, it's no secret here in Poland that you once had a channel called Odwaga, where I want to try and kind of paraphrase the way you described it. You were tired of being a fat ass and you wanted to get in shape. That's what you said, I think, in the first episode. Had you been an American, do you think you would have gotten the motivation to get fit, or do you think you would have just been like, okay, well, everyone else is big here, so why don't I
I was pretty thin in the US compared to other people.
I think the biggest problem is the food, because there's even like small shops there is no healthy food. I think there's plenty of motivation maybe because there's still this cult of fitness, but it's hard to do when you have to eat this bad food.
Well, you guys were also going on a road trip, which makes it double hard.
Yeah.
In fact, you were going on the historic Route 66. Tell me a little bit about your impressions of that trip.
So for me that was the Road 40 with some Road 66.
Interstate 40.
Yeah, because most of the time it's better to go on 40. I was really surprised that it all fits together despite the distance, that wherever we were, there were still like things you can buy with the logo and everything. So despite the fact that we went half of the country, you can still buy similar souvenirs, for example. That's like going from Poland to Spain, and buying the same Europe souvenirs, for example.
It kind of depresses me that your takeaway from Route 66 was you could buy the same souvenirs.
No,
the whole thing.
No, but that shows like how unified it is.
Tell me about the fast food. We all know about McDonald's. Some people here in Poland maybe know about Burger King. Did you elaborate on that? Maybe some Taco Bell, some Wendy's?
Nothing, Dakann.
Yeah, we tried to have snacks from every major. We didn't go to Burger King, I think, but McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, and maybe something else, I don't know. And I must say, it was pretty bad experience. I mean,
yeah, the first thing when we enter the building is that the lady is chasing a bug, and she killed it on the floor.
Oh
and no one's taking care of that.
In the kitchen, food on the floor, and they don't care. I mean, they burn my Big Mac. How can you burn a Big Mac? It's unbelievable. Taco Bell is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's uneatable. Absolutely.
Why? Describe it a little bit, because Polish people haven't tried this.
This little shitty cheese called
cheddar cheese?
No, Jack's cheese.
Okay.
Oh my god, plastic.
Everything seems plastic. It's like the buns look like they're sprayed on with some like glossy thing. I also hated it.
What were your favorite things about visiting the United States?
For me, landscapes, nature, national parks, and Grand Canyon.
And Taco Bell.
And Taco Bell, of course. Grand Canyon was amazing. I mean, it was this point. I said to myself, yeah, it was worth it. Like 11 hours of flying there. Yeah, Grand Canyon. And I take the photos and make videos, and I watch them. And like, no, you have to see it by yourself.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So when you finally reached the end of the road, California, what were your emotions?
My emotions, I was expecting Venice Beach to be much nicer.
yeah.
Seriously, before I was going, like some people told me, Venice Beach is going to be so great, like I envy you, it's going to be so amazing. And then I wanted to go for a jogging in the morning, and I see all of these homeless people sleeping, like there is some water going for the flowers, and a homeless guy is fighting with the water. Like, no, that's totally not what I imagined.
After having seen these places firsthand, do you maybe have a little bit of a better understanding why I would choose to leave America for Poland?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, we didn't see any bigger city besides Los Angeles and maybe Las Vegas. Las Vegas was pretty much fake, absolutely all way. I would like to see New York, maybe Chicago, San Francisco.
Being from States doesn't mean like being in the New York and Los Angeles at the same time.
Yeah.
So you have to really choose your location. I know if I would move to States, I would really need to like choose my city well, not to end up in some city that's like not my style.
So do you have any closing thoughts or advice for Polish people who might be interested in visiting the United States? Or maybe Polish YouTube stars who would like to go and make a career in the United States?
I would say if you go to States, maybe don't go with such speed like us, like spend a few days here and a few days there.
I think everyone from Europe should go to States to see it for itself. No? I mean, I had my imagination about how the States looks like, and it was really different, but now I know.
Alright, well thank you guys so much for being on my program, and if any of you would like to see some premiere Polish comedy, please visit Punky. If you would like to see a guy count to 10, with some interesting facts by the way, visit Topowa Dycha. They both have about 1 million subscribers, so very significant Polish YouTube channels worth checking out just to see what's going on here. I will be back next Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching Kult America.